Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about Bryce Canyon. I recently made a trip there this summer, and unfortunately it wasn't strictly a photography trip. It was a family trip with my kids and extended family from Australia. So I didn't get as much dedicated photography time as I might normally. But I got some really good images and I'll post them here. But I wanted to talk about where I stayed and what pictures I was able to get based on where I stayed. And I highly recommend this location, although it's not necessarily the highest class place, but it's right there near the rim. So let's look into it, shall we? Okay, so where I stayed was actually in Bryce Canyon National Park, and it was at the lodge at Bryce Canyon National Park. I'm going to zoom in here to show you exactly the building I stayed in, and this little bitty trail right here is what I took to get to the canyon's rim every morning, and it's 150 yards at most. Okay, so some of these pictures taken here were taken from Sunrise Point on the Bryce Canyon lip. And I am actually not facing towards the sunrise. I am facing towards the canyon. And one of the things that I like to do to help improve the quality of the pictures that I like to take are to capture a lot of shadow in the images. You can see from these couple of pictures here that right as sunrise is coming in and coming down into the canyon, there's a lot of shadow that comes off of the rocks and plays on other rocks and or background and trees, or trees leaving shadows onto rocks, which gives it a bit of a texture that I find desirable. This is the image that I ultimately ended up having framed. I like to get a large canvas print that's 40 inches by 60 inches for my living room wall that I kind of rotate out every once in a while depending on the season. And this is the one that I chose. Speaking of photographs, one of the things that I noticed with the Z9 in particular is that even at sunrise, there was plenty of light to take handheld, unassisted images. You can see that even right at dawn, as the light was peeking into the canyon, I was able to take this shot at 1/100th of a second at f2.8 with an ISO of 800 using the Nikon Z9 and have almost no noise. If you're interested, I have a video here that I'll link that goes into how to take really sharp images at low light and high ISO. Okay, this is the last shot I'm going to go over from my trip to Bryce Canyon, and this is clearly a galaxy shot. It wasn't the best time of the year for that shot, but since I was there and I had this nice tree and the canyon lip was right at the edge, at about 3 o'clock in the morning, this view of the galaxy was fairly horizontal, and I wanted to try to get this shot. I think it turned out pretty okay. But let me know what your thoughts are on this. One of the things I will say about this particular shot is that this was the first shot I took with my new travel tripod, and I ran into some issues along the way, and I'll have a link to that tripod and my thoughts on it linked here. But one thing I can say for sure is make sure you test your tripod and make sure you know how it works prior to going out and trying it in the middle of the night in the dark. Without getting into too much detail, I just wanted to reiterate some of that right there. This is my new tripod. It is very compact and easily fits in my travel bag, and that's the reason why I have kind of moved away from this one. I've had this one, it's a Manfrotto, for 10 years now, and it's carbon fiber and I've loved it. The problem is, as you can see, is it's way bigger than my new one, and it does not fit into my carry-on suitcase for traveling, and which led me to get this one. This particular tripod is the Peak Design travel tripod, and I do like it. I'm going to have a better review on it when I get there, but it comes in a nice little case. It's very compact. And the beauty about it is it comes with its own ball head. On this one, you can see that I have to have this dedicated ball head to hold my camera, where this one already comes with a Arca Swiss ball head. My problem out at the canyon was I hadn't used it yet, and being the consummate professional that I am, I figured I could figure it out there in the middle of the night, and couldn't. You have to unscrew this so that you can lift up your ball head, and then once you get it tightened down, then you can adjust this ring to get the angle you want. And then in the middle of the night, I couldn't quite figure that out, so I had it like this, and then was leaning my camera back and holding it for the length of my shots until I figured out how to properly set it. So that's my funny story. Hi, Tristan. Tristan, turn off the light.
I need to go to the
Tristan,
bathroom.
turn off the light.
Tristan needs to go to the bathroom.
Tristan needs to turn off the light first.
Tristan needs to go to the bathroom first.
Turn it off.
I'm okay.
No, turn it off.
Okay.
No, turn it off.
Fine.
Okay, turn it off. Turn off the light.
Yep.
This is embarrassing, bro. It's getting close. It's getting close.
Did it break you?
Wow, bro, come on. This is just sad.
Huh? What'd you do?